Hello guys and gals, and welcome! So today I have something really fun for you guys. I have a new, ridiculously easy, and ridiculously powerful dupe glitch. So this one in particular is kind of nuts, and as you can see from my rupees over there at 195,984, this dupe glitch is pretty insane. And you could very easily cap out your rupees within an hour or two of dedicated duping. This is so easy that even a caveman can do it. I hate to use that line because it's so old and overdone, but it literally is ridiculously easy by just the weirdest proportions. So how do you do this glitch, and how does it work? Well, let's go over the details together. We're going to talk about them step by step here. So the first thing that you've got to know is that there is an inventory glitch where basically if it tries to subtract items from an item that doesn't exist, it will instead subtract items from nothing. It actually subtracts from the next over inventory space to basically subtract something. Now, this glitch will not actually remove anything, but there is something to note. Now, the maximum number of items that you can have on the ground at any given time is actually 21. So if you drop any more than 21 items, like for instance, if I drop 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then go to pick them up, a lot of the times what will happen is some of them will get deleted and you will end up with less than you have before. So it is important to note that with this glitch, you cannot have more than 21 items on the ground at any given time, and this will delete any of the other items that are currently on the ground. So don't try and do this glitch with more than 21 items on the ground at any given time. So how does this dupe glitch work? Well, it's really, really simple. You take something like a diamond, and you want to take 4 of them. 4 is the maximum number that you can dupe at any given time. You want to hold them in your hands, and you want to drop them on the ground deliberately. And what this does is, now that you've dropped all of the item on the ground, you have to make sure that it's all of the item on the ground, and not just some of the item. You then go pick the item back up, and what you'll notice is that the diamond has changed inventory spaces from the space it was in to now it's in the last slot. It's very important that the diamond is in the last slot. Then what you want to do is you want to find a couple items that only have one of. It doesn't matter what they are. It just matters that it's one of that item. And then what you're going to do, really simple, is climb up to a high up place like this, jump off, pause the game, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to select that item that you only have one of, and you're going to hold it in your hand. After you hold this item in your hand, you're going to select the 4 of the other item that you want to duplicate. Then you're going to quickly press plus plus. Doesn't have to be super fast here. The only reason that you're doing this is because what happens is they drop on the ground. I know it's a little blurry, but you should be able to see that the items, the 4 diamonds, are now falling on the ground. However, the 4 diamonds are also still in my inventory. We can now do this again with another item, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus plus, and now 4 more diamonds are now falling on the ground. Then we can do this with another one, and 4 more diamonds, plus plus, and now 4 more diamonds are falling on the floor. Now remember what I said about the 21 item glitch. So you cannot go past 21 items. So we can do this one more time, and now we have 20 items on the ground, 4 of which are the 1 inventory items that we chose for the duping. They do not get destroyed in the process. The other 16 are going to be the diamonds. And now, as you can see, there is 16 diamonds on the ground. We're going to pick them all back up. And the only tedious part about this particular glitch is just dropping all the items back on the ground again. So because you can only have 20 items on the ground at any given time, you can only dupe up to a certain amount. And what this means is that since I have 20 items here, I can drop all 20 diamonds safely, by the way. Pick them all back up again. now they're back at the bottom of the list. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to do it one more time. Now we can go jump, pause, hold, diamond, 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 plus, plus, hold, diamond, 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 plus, plus, hold, diamond, 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 plus, plus, hold, diamond, 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 plus, plus. And just like that, we now have a ridiculously large number of diamonds. This will get us a maximum of 36 diamonds without the deletion of anything else. It's important to note that if you do any more than this, you will start to lose items. Because basically what happens is if you drop the diamonds on the ground at this point, since 21 is not the maximum number that you could possibly have on the ground, you can no longer sort the diamonds so they're at the bottom position. Now, of course, you could always just use the auto sort button and hope that whatever you want is at the bottom, but it definitely does seem like 36 is the maximum that you can get unless you get lucky with an auto sort. However, I have noticed that this glitch does not work with certain items, and it's important to talk about the certain items that this doesn't work with. So one in particular is the silver Lionel, which seems to be stuck in the floor over here. The silver Lionel horn. Some of the weapons, for some reason or another, do not work, and I don't exactly know why. I haven't really quite figured out exactly why some of the weapons don't work. Why is that stuck in there like that? That is beautiful. I guess I'm doing glitches and the game is doing glitches too. I lost... Oh, wait. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so this is one of the items. That's the reason why I had to get it back. This is one of the items that you can't dupe, and I don't exactly know why. If you do the same dupe glitch with this particular item... no, not this one, sorry. Try that one more time. If you do it with this particular item, it will not work, and I can't figure out exactly why it doesn't. But for instance, when I go to try and dupe it, I get a kind of an error message, and it basically tells me that I can't. But sometimes it'll drop anyway, which is a little odd. So this particular time, it actually did drop, so that's neat. Again, you would have to pick it up, drop it back on the ground, pick up both of them, jump, hold the item in your hand. Oh, I accidentally dove. You have to be paragliding for this trick to work. I have also seen some other people doing a similar trick with shield surfing, but this one works really good with the paragliding technique. As you can see, I was actually able to dupe that time. There are some items, though, that are going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. And let me point out some of those items. So, for instance, bugs. If you want to duplicate bugs, it's going to be a bit of an issue. So, let's say I wanted to duplicate sunset fireflies. Well, I would have to drop them on the ground and then quickly pick them back up again. And then they would be in the bottom slot. I could then jump off, hold my item, drop, hold my item, drop, hold my item, drop, etc. But now they're just gonna fly away. So the bugs are a little bit more difficult for this particular glitch because, well, yeah, they just fly away, which doesn't really help you. You can duplicate some of them, and it will work a little bit. It definitely would help if you're closer to the ground when you do the glitch. So, for instance, maybe if you're about right here, that might work a little bit better. But you're probably still going to lose some no matter what. In fact, even just the initial dropping of them like this is going to be really risky because you're going to have to pick them up really fast. Now, granted, you could use your stealth armor, which would be a good option. And that way, when you drop them on the ground, they won't immediately run away. The problem with this, though, is that you can't stealth while you're dropping them on the ground. So they still get alerted to your presence and they start to run. A little bit of an issue there. As you can see clearly, though, I've been able to duplicate the Star Fragment, White Lionel Macehorn, Shards of Nard, Ancient Blades, Octorok Eyeballs, freaking Nadra Scales, Sapphires, Rubies, Warm Safinas. Don't try bombs. Would you like to see why not to try bombs? Let me show you why not to try bombs. Are you guys ready to see this? Some items, when you drop them on the ground from the sky, they explode. And so if you try and duplicate bombs, it'll work. It will work. But at the same time, it will also be very spicy. As you can clearly see in the background, I am about to die. Oh no, it didn't blow up this time. Well, what do you know? I must have got unlucky last time. Well, do be aware, though, that the bombs can explode, especially if they hit something volatile, a monster, various other things, and it can be very dangerous to try and duplicate bombs, but as you can see, I managed to get away with it this time. I'm not exactly sure why. It might be because I didn't drop something sharp that would set them off. Maybe last time I dropped one was a weapon. Maybe I did the weapon. Maybe that's what it was. Let's try that this time. So let's see if I got another one weapon. I have the white-maned Lionel Saberhorn. Let's try that. Let's save it just in case before we blow up into smithereens, shall we? Oh dear. Alright. So let's grab our white-maned Lionel horn. Oh, we forgot to drop our bombs on the ground first. Hold on. That doesn't help us out any. Alright, so for this particular trick, I'm actually going to lose some bombs because I have to drop all the bombs on the ground to shift their location within my inventory. This means that I'm going to lose, what was it, 2 bombs because I have 23. But I can potentially get a lot more than 23, obviously, if I do this correctly. So I will have a net gain, despite the fact that I lose a few. Alright, so let's try the white-maned Lionel Saber. Let's see if that was what actually caused the issue. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a bunch of them. That way, if we blow up in style. So the answer to the question is yes, it is specific items that set the bomb off, so be careful about what you choose to initiate the process. Now, obviously, you can use this to your advantage in many ways. Number one is you can farm rupees. The easiest and the best item that I can see so far to farm rupees with is definitely the diamonds. So if you farm yourself some rupees, if you get 32 or 36 rupees, however many you can manage to get without deleting items, you will be able to sell those to an NPC for a fairly hefty price. Make sure that you keep 4 for the duping process the next time. That way you can duplicate more. If you sell them all by accident, you're not going to be able to duplicate anything, and you're going to, well, you know, have to start all over again or find some more diamonds somewhere. So you're going to want to sell not the entire lot of 36, but you're going to want to sell 32, which is 4 short of that, which is going to get you 16,000 rupees. And as you can see, I'm now at 211,984 rupees. And you can build this up pretty darn quick. There definitely are some other items that you can use besides diamonds. If you don't have diamonds, you could totally use sapphires, which seem to be the next best thing at 150, rubies at 110, and topazes at 80. If you don't have any ruby sapphires or topazes, there are some other various items here and there that are actually still worth a decent amount, like the silver mace Lionel horn, which is 150. The Gleok Frosthorn, which is 90. There's also, I believe, the shooting stars are worth a decent amount at 200, which isn't bad. If you happen to have a shooting star or a star fragment, those are pretty decent. The white mace, maned Lionel mace horn is also pretty decent. Quite honestly, this glitch is super easy to do, and it's probably going to get patched out eventually, but who knows? Right now, this is version patch 1.11 I'm currently on, and we'll see for the next patch. It seemed like there's a lot of these dupe exploits going around, but this one is by far the easiest, and quite honestly, the quickest to duplicate items. Not only can you duplicate one, but you can duplicate 4 items at a time, and you can also do that 4 times, so you can technically duplicate 16 items per dupe session or whatever you want to call it. As long as you don't go over that 21 max item limit, you're fine. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, even when it's me just talking about a dupe exploit for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And as always, keep watching.